really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Hello, hey! Hey, this is Bigragu. It's Friday, February 5th. Yeah. And there was a big fight that was just signed for May 1st. Anybody guess who it is? Can you guess? Who? Well, the ink dried, man. So, I figured I would go ahead and put this out so people wouldn't hound me every single day until I would put it out, like 2 months before the fight. So I figured I'd get it out of the way. That way we can move on to other fights like Green versus, Ward and, the Big Six and all those coming up. And the Butte fight that's coming up. I can't wait to do that one. But this one is between Sugar Shane Mosley and Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Huh? Yeah, we finally decided to get it on. First I'm going to break down the fighters, and then I'm going to give my prediction. Shouldn't be too hard. I think you know what it's going to be. Coming in at, first I'll do Sugar Shane Mosley there at 46-5-0 with 39 knockouts. Obviously, which Mosley's coming to the fight? Is it going to be the one that was running out of gas, almost in desperation against Mayorga? Or is it the one that's going to straight freight trained Margachito? Which one of those guys is showing up to fight? He's fast. He's got some good and head, foot, and with footwork and stuff. Doesn't have great footwork. He's got good footwork now. He used to have really good footwork. But, in the last couple of years, he's gotten a little bit slower. He's still faster than your average fighter that's kind of fast. You know what I mean? I mean, he was elite fast, and now he's just really fast. He's a natural 147. He's a great boxer brawler. He's more of a banger than anything, really. He's good with the counter punches. He works the body well. He's got a good chin. Because he gets hit because he leaves himself open a little bit there. And you'll see that with his hands. They're not exactly the highest you'll ever see a fighter hold them. But with elite boxers, this is a big problem, if you ever notice it. He struggled with Vernon Forrest, lost those fights. He struggled with Winky Wright, lost those 2 fights. And he struggled with Cotto and lost that fight. So when he goes up against elite boxers or very good boxers, and especially boxers with a really good jab, he has big-time trouble because they're not engaging him in his type of fight. They're making him fight a different fight, a fight that he is not comfortable with and doesn't do as well at. And once again, those were elite fighters, not your average, or just very good fighters. Those were elite fighters. And as I said, he doesn't do well with those straight jabs. So, when you take all that in, plus, I mean, he's a young 38 fighting Berto, but you're 38 years old and you're fighting Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. That's a different bag. Over to Mayweather. Finally he has taken a fight where all of us can say, wow, he's not ducking anybody. There's nobody out there that can say he's ducking someone. Not now. Not after he signed this fight. He went in, he said, you know what, I'm going to do it. He signs it, he does it. You can't say anything to him. You can't question his heart or, oh, he's scared this, he's scared that, because that's not the case. Not if he signed again to fight Sugar Shane Mosley, a very freakishly dangerous fighter that's out there. Mayweather's as close to a perfect boxer as there has been in 25 years. There are no real weaknesses that he has. I mean, he struggled with Castillo and he struggled with Judah, but he rematched Castillo and still beat him. And he broke Judah down over that fight. He fights his fight. His D is superb. It's otherworldly. It's probably one of the best defenses in the world, if not the best defense in the world. I mean, the man is known for his defense. If there was one true weakness that he has, it is his hands. His hands are his weakness. If your hands are broke, it's hard to hit somebody with broke hands. Just throwing that out there. He is a superb counterpuncher. He uses angles like no other. He can stand in front of you, and because of his movement and those little angles, it can make it appear as if you missed him by a mile, and he makes you pay, and pay dearly. He is freakishly accurate with his punches. He might not throw as many as a lot of fighters do, but he makes you pay every time you make a mistake. If you throw out a punch and you bring it back a little too slow, he tagged you. If you throw a punch it's just off by that least little bit, he just tagged you. If you went to double up on a punch but you really didn't put all of it in there, he tagged you twice. So, you know, when you look at this, there's no coming back when you're down to him either. It's not like you're going to magically pull this rabbit out of a hat, because he is a very safe fighter. He fights his fight, not your fight, never veers from it. And that frustrates a lot of people. Ricky Hatton, he kept around until he decided to knock him out. De La Hoya, he, wants to do business with De La Hoya, so he's not going to beat him up very bad, so he carries him the distance. Marquez, he flat out opened up a boxing clinic and said, this is how you whoop that. Okay? So, he took the 18 months off, he comes back and he makes Marquez look horrible. Absolutely horrible. And people say, well, he showed up and he weighed 2 pounds more and he did all this and it. Come on, man. 2 pounds is going to be a total and utter and unbelievable domination. Because Marquez never stood a chance the second the bell rang. I'm just throwing that out there. So when you put all this together and you put these two fighters together, what do you have? Well, Mayweather would beat Cotto. Mayweather would beat Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather would beat Vernon Forrest. Mayweather's beat everybody he's been in the ring with. And he's at his peak. He's at the top of his game. There's no wondering, and the bad fights were 9 years ago. With Castillo, and the Judah fight was like 4 or 5 years ago. So when you start looking at, and by bad fights I mean they were kind of close, but no, he won. It comes down to Mosley's not as fast as Pretty Boy Floyd. He's not as good a counterpuncher as Floyd is. He's not as good a boxer as Floyd is. So in those 3 categories, he's not. He's got more power than Floyd Mayweather does, but Floyd negates that power with his defense and his movement and the way he can roll with the punches in that Philly shell. I don't see this fight ending in a knockout. Shocking, right? Shocking. But I do see Floyd Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather Jr., showing people why he is the #1 fighter in the world today. So, as a fighter, I don't think there's a better one out there right now. But as a person, that's a different story. But as a fighter, amazing. So we'll see that in this fight. I think he wins unanimous decision. Go ahead. Yeah, go figure. And that's how it is. Okay? Well, hey, this is the Bigragu.